Number one, consider the following triangle ABC, such that AB 35 centimeters, BC 36 centimeters, and CA 42 centimeters. This is the triangle. Find the value of angle CAB. Find the area of triangle ABC. I would like to using cosine rule that cosine angle CAB equal 42 squared plus 35 squared minus 36 squared divided by 2 times 42 times 35. And if you calculate, the result is 1,693 divided by 2,940, and the result is 0.57585. So angle CAB equal arc cosine or cosine power minus 1 of this number 0.57585. The result is 54.8407 or 54.8 degrees. B, the area equal 1/2 times 42 times 35 times sine this number 0.57585, and if you calculate, the result is 600.903 or 601 centimeters squared. Number two, radioactive carbon is a material that decays over time. The mass, MT in nanograms, of radioactive carbon in a fossil of a plant after T years can be modeled by this function. Where T is the time since the plant died. Write down the initial mass of the radioactive carbon. Initial mass, we can calculate if T equal 0. So we need to calculate M0. M0 equal 120 e power 0, because if minus 0.0012 times 0 equals 0, and the result is 120 nanograms. B. Find the mass of the radioactive carbon after 20,000 years. It means T equal 20,000. So M 20,000 equal 120 e to the power minus 0.000121 times 20,000. And if you calculate, the result is 10.6705. Round off becomes 10.7 nanograms. C. Calculate the smallest number of complete years it takes for more than half the sample to decay. So we need to find first the half of the initial mass. Half of initial mass is 1,200 divided by 2 equals 60 nanogram. So this is the half of initial mass. And after that, we need to find the time t when mass is less than half of the initial mass. So we can writing mt 120 20e to the power 0.000121 t less than 60, because 60 is half of the initial mass. And the next step, 60 divided by 120 equal, so e to the power 0.000121 t less than 1/2. Based on the learn rule, we can writing 1t learn e equal 1, this one, so it becomes minus 0.0001 to 1t less than learn 1/2 is minus 0.693147, and t greater than, if you divide over 7 divided by this number 0.0001 t, sorry, not without t. So t greater than 5,728.489. So the smallest number is the integer greater than this number. So the smallest number of complete years is 5,729. So next question, number 3. The mass W of Manx cats is normally distributed with a mean 4.5 kg and a standard deviation 0.4 kg. A Manx cat is selected at random. Calculate the probability this cat's mass is more than 3.5 kg. So the first step, we need to standardize the value using C-score formula. C equal x minus mu divided by standard deviation, and it is z equal 3.5 minus 4.5 divided by 0.4. It is minus 1 divided by 0.4, and it is 2.5 minus 2.5. And the cumulative probability for z equal minus 2.5 is, you can determine this number by calculator or by table, z table, 0.0621. And the probability W greater than 3.5 equal 1 minus the probability W less than 3.5. And it is 1 minus 0.0621 equals 0.99379. This one. And B. Find the value of A and find the value of B. According to the information that the probability W less than A equals 0.1, and the cumulative probability, if we check on the Z table or on calculator, the cumulative probability for 0.1 is in Z table is minus 1.25. So if you check on the Z table on minus 1.25, the number is this one, 0.1. So based on the C formula, Z equal A minus mu divided by standard deviation. So if C equal minus this one, how minus 1 point, or minus this one, minus 2.5, sorry. Okay. Minus 2, so this one, wait, 1.28, I mean, not 1.25. I have to change one. Eight, okay. So it's going to be minus 1.28, A minus 4.5, 0.4. So A equal, if minus 0.28 times 0.4, so A minus 4.5 equal minus 0.512. A equal 4.5, so 4.5 minus, sorry, 0.512. So this is supposed to be minus. Minus. And A equal 3.988. This one. Next, for this is part 1. Part 2. The probability W greater than B equals 0.1 according to the information. And we can writing that the probability W less than B equal 1 minus 0.1 is 0.91. And the cumulative probability for 0.9 is on the C table or on calculator 1.28. I need more space. Right. So according to the formula, C equal B minus mu by standard deviation, or 1.28 equal B minus 4.5 divided by 0.4, or B equal, B minus, I mean, what equal B minus 4.5 equal, calculate this, is 0.521. So B equal 4.5 plus 0.512. And the result is, if you calculate 5.012. C. Two mass cats are selected at random from a large population. Find the probability that they both have a mass less than 3.5 kg, less than 3.5 kg. From part A, we already know that the probability that W less than 3.5 is 0.006200967. The probability that both cats have a mass less than 3.5, we can write things like this. Probability both cats less than 3.5 is probability W less than 3.5 multiply 3.5, or this number 0.00620967 multiply 0.00620967 equals 0.00003856. And next question, number 4. On 1st January in a particular year, Eva invests $25,000 in a new bank account. The account earns 5% simple interest on the original $25,000 at the start of each subsequent year. The amounts in the account at the start of each year from an arithmetic sequence. Find the common difference of this sequence. So the common difference we can determine through interest per year, or 25,000 times the interest 0.05, and it is $1,250. So this is the common difference, or D. V. After K complete years, the amount in Eva's account will be greater than $44,000 for the first time. Find the value of K. We need to use the general formula for the amount of AK equal A1 plus K minus 1 times D times common difference, or it is 25,000 plus K minus 1 times $1,250. And then we want to find the value of K when AK greater than 44,000. So 25,000 plus K minus 1 times 1,250 greater than 44,000. So it's going to be K minus 1 times 1,250 greater than 44,000 minus 25,000 is 19,000. So it's going to be, after that divided, K minus 1, 19,000 divided by 1,250, it is 15.2. So it means K is greater than 15.2 plus 1, it is 16.2. So the smallest integers, the smallest integer of K is 16. Small. Number 5, the sites in the following diagram represent 8 hospitals in a city. These are hospitals A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Each site has integer coordinates. 2 edges are missing from the diagram. Draw the missing edges on the diagram. So the following diagram actually separated all coordinate points with the same distance. For example, from this line to A equal, the distance from this line to A is equal the distance from this line to B, and as well here. So from this point to B equal this, the distance from this point to B, same with the distance from this point to E. So 1 square unit on the diagrams represent 4 kilometers squared in the city. Find the area in kilometers square of the cell containing F and C. On F, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 units. So on F is 6 units times 4 kilometers squared, and it is 24 kilometers squared. In C unit, C has 4 square units. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. 1 unit, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units, so 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 kilometers squared equals 16 kilometers squared. Next, C. The hospitals at the hospital at site C and F have the same number of patients each year. Suggest a reason why the number of patients is not proportional to the area of the cell. C, because the population in each cell might be equal. That one. Number 6, a museum has an annual membership fee of $200. This includes 10 free visits. Any additional visits are charged at $30 each. The total cost, C dollars, of n visits during the year can be modeled by this equation. Write down the value of A and P. We can determine the value of N and P according to the information that we know that for each additional visit beyond the 10 free visits, the charge is $30. So A equal $30. Second, this is part A. And how we determine P? Since the membership covers 10 visits, the first chargeable visit is the 11th one. So that's why P equal 11. P. Find the value of B according to this one, the equation. AN plus B. And this one. Cn equal 200. Right. A equal 30. So it means C10 or C11, I mean, sorry, C11, because if C10 equal 200, it means C11 is 230, right? So it is 230, C11, and the formula is Cn equal An plus B, right? If C11, substitute 11, C11 equal A equal 30 times 11 plus B. Substitute this one, 230 here, and this is 330 330 plus B. So we can determine B equal 300 equal 230 minus 330 is minus 100. That one. Let's continue. Number 7. When Daniel retires, he invests $400,000 in annual annuity fund that earns interest at a nominal rate 4.5% per year compounded monthly. Daniel then withdraws $3,600 at the end of every month to pay for his living expenses. Fine. How much is in the annuity fund after 5 years? After 5 years, it means N equal 5 times 12. So N equals 60. We will use the formula. The formula FV equal PV times 1 plus I divided by 100 P Y 1 power N minus, I think you are familiar with this formula, 1 plus I 100 P Y power N minus I divided by I over 100 Py. And if you substitute the number based on the information, 400,000 times 1 plus 4.5 divided by 100 times 12 power 60 minus 3,600 times 1 plus 4.5 divided by 100 times 12. Okay. Power 60 minus 1 divided by 4.5 over 100 times 12. And if you calculate, the result is 258,994. Round off becomes to 259,000. Calculate how many times Daniel is able to make these withdrawals. It is a different formula for this part for B. Part B, the formula is N equal, I would like to using log. You can using ln. By writing the formula first and then substitute the numbers. R divided by N. Divided by log 1 plus R divided by N. Substitute the numbers. Log PMT is minus 3,600 divided 3,600 400,000 times 0.0545 divided by 12 divided by log 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12. And if you calculate, the result is 140 4. And the next question, number 8. The amount of daylight L in hours in London in 2024 can be modeled by this equation where A, B, C, D greater than 0 and T is the day of the year. For example, day 1, 1 January, day 2, 2nd January, and so on. The maximum value of L is 16.63 hours on day 173, 21st June 2024. The minimum value of L is 7.83 hours on day 356 on 21st December 2024. This information is shown in the following diagram. Let's see the diagram. This is the maximum, this is the minimum. Find the value of DABC. The ABC. All right. D. We can get D through maximum value of L plus the minimum value of L divided by 2. If you look the maximum value of L, 1 is 16.63 and the minimum is 7.83. So it's going to be 16.63 plus 7.83 divided by 2. It equals 12.23 hours. B. We can determine A through the formula maximum value minus minimum value of L divided by 2. And it is 16.63 minus 7.83 divided by 2 equal 4.4 hours. C. The period of this graph, the period is 2 times 356 minus 173. The maximum minus the minimum equal 366. So we can determine B equal to pi divided by 366. 2 pi is one period, one period, equal pi over 180. This one. Now D. For D, we can using the formula B times T minus C equal pi half. It is when T equal 173 because the maximum value on day is 173. That is the maximum value on day. That's one. And after the substitute, T is 173 by half. So it's going to be 173 minus C equal pi divided by 2B. 2 times B. So 173 minus C equal pi over B equal pi over 183. Just now we got this result. So it means 2 times pi over 83. So 173 minus c equal pi times 183 divided by 2 pi. And 173 minus c equal 183 divided by 2, 91.5. So we can determine C equal 173 minus 91.5. And the result is 81.5 SWAT. Next question, number 9. Let Z equal 2 minus 3i. Plot Z on the argon diagram. The real part is 2 and the imaginary part is minus 3. 2 and minus 3. Real part is 2 and imaginary part here. This is Z. Next question. Z can be written in the form R is theta, where R greater than 0 and theta interval from minus pi to pi. Find the value of R and find the value or the value of theta. D part 1. So R equal square root of 2 squared plus minus 3 squared, square root 13. Theta is argument of Z. It is arctangent of B over A, or arctangent of minus 3 half. And the result is minus 0.982793. Round off becomes minus 0.983. C. Find the value of Ci in the form A plus Bi, where A, B element of integer. Okay. Ci equal 2 minus 3i times I, because Z is this one. This expression is C. And if you calculate, it becomes 2i plus 3, because I times I is minus 1, I squared. So Zi equal 3 plus 2i. So next question. Zi can be obtained from Z by a geometric transformation by plotting Zi on the argon diagram, or otherwise describe fully this information, right? On argon diagram, Zi is 2i plus 3. So imaginary part 2 and the real part 3. Real part 3, and this is Zi. Next, regarding the transformation from Zi, from Z, from Z, okay, to Zi. Look that this is actually this is from 2 comma minus 3 to 3, comma 2. So this transformation is 90 degrees anti-clockwise or rotation. So this transformation is this transformation is 90 degrees or pi half anti-clockwise. Okay, that is rotation. Next question, number 10. The function is defined by fx equal 4 ln to x minus 3, where x greater than 3 half. The graph of y equal fx is obtained from the graph of y equal ln x by a sequence of 3 transformations. Describe fully test transformations, including the order in which they occur. If you look this function, the coefficient of 4, this one, the coefficient of 4 indicates a vertical stretch and the vertical stretch scale factor. So the scale factor is 4. The vertical stretch scale factor is 4. B. Find f of G2. Okay. From the given points, G2 equal, G2 equal, look this one, the graph y equals gx is on this coordinate point. G2 is x2 y equal 5. It means if G2 equal 5, so on. Okay. And as well, fx equal 4 ln to x minus 3. So if f5, substitute this 5 into fx because we are going to find f of g, f5 equal 4 ln 2 times 5 minus 3. So it becomes 4 ln 7. 4 ln 7, it is 7.78364. So this is f of g2, this one, or this one. C, solve f of g x equal 2 ln 9. F of g x equal 2 ln 9. F of g is 4 ln 2gx minus 3 equal 2 ln 9. And if divided by 2, left-hand side and right-hand side becomes 2 ln 2gx minus 3 equal ln 9. Result divided by 2 as well becomes ln 2gx equal 1/2 ln 9. After that, we set becomes ln 2gx minus 3 equal ln square root 9. So 2gx minus 3 equal square root 9. Root 9 is 3, so 2gx equal 3 plus 3. So 2gx equal 6 divided by 2 equal 3. If gx, if on 3, look the coordinate point, 3, 1, 3. If y equal 3, x equal 1. So it means if gx equal 3, if gx equal 3, it means x equal 1. Next question, number 11. Let a matrix M minus 4, 2, minus 3, 3, find the eigenvalues of M. To find the eigenvalues of M, we need to solve the characteristic equation, which is given, determine M minus alpha I equals 0. Sorry, lambda, I mean, not alpha. Lambda is the eigenvalue and I is the identity matrix. So we start to calculating these expressions that M minus lambda I equal this matrix. That's 4, 2, 3, minus 3, 3, minus lambda identity matrix 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, and it equal calculate minus 4 minus lambda 2 minus 3, and this is 3 minus lambda. So determinant M minus lambda I equal this one times this element times this element, minus 4 minus lambda times 3 minus lambda, minus 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. So it's going to be, and according to this statement that it should be 0, because we are going to find lambda. So it will be minus 12 plus 4 lambda minus 3 lambda plus lambda squared plus 6 because minus minus equals 0. And it is lambda squared plus lambda minus 6 equal 0. In this equation, we can factorize lambda minus 2 lambda plus 3 equals 0. So lambda equal 2 and lambda as well equal 3. Okay, it's lambda 1, lambda 2. Minus 3 is 1. So this is lambda. And the eigenvalues, forgot the eigenvalues. The eigenvalues are 2n minus 3. M can be written in the form M equal P times D times P power minus 1, where D is diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. This one. Write down D. If diagonal matrix, it means D, matrix D, is because lambda 1, 2, and lambda 2 minus 3, so 2n minus 3, and this is 0, this is 0. That is D. Find P. When lambda equal 2, okay, we need to solve that m minus 2I times phi. Phi is the eigenvector equals 0 when lambda equal 2. So m minus 2I equal, just now the matrix, minus 4 minus 2, this is minus 3, this is 2, 3 minus 2, because lambda is one lambda is minus 4 minus lambda, based on this one, this calculation. If this is 2 and this is 2 and this is minus 3, okay, so it becomes times phi 1, phi 2 equal uh, equals 0. I think I have, based on this equation, sorry, to writing like this. So it's gonna be here minus 6, minus 3, 2, 1 times phi 1, phi 2 equal 0, 1. So there are two equations, equation 6 minus 6 phi 1 plus 2 phi 2 equals 0, minus 3 phi 1 plus phi 2 equals 0. To the second equation, we can conclude that phi 2 equals 3 phi 1. So the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1 equal 2, the eigenvector is phi 1, 1, 3, corresponding to lambda 1 equal 2. Next, when lambda equal minus 3, when lambda equal minus 3, m plus 3I equal, this is minus 4 plus 3, minus 3, 2, 3 plus 3 times phi 1, phi 2, because we need to calculate the eigenvector and equal 0. So it becomes, this is minus 1, 2, minus 3, 6, phi 1, phi 2 equals 0. So we have two equations, and the two equation is minus phi 1 plus 2 phi 2 equals 0, and then minus 3 phi 1 plus 6 phi 2 equals 0. So through this equation, we have phi 1 equal 2 phi 2. So the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 2 equal minus 3, the eigenvector is phi 2 equal to 1. So we can find matrix P for 1, 3, this one, and phi 2 is 1, 2, 1. Let's continue. Number 12. Andreas drops a ball and records a video of the ball bouncing. He uses the video to find the maximum height in meters. After each of the first 4 bounces, his results are shown in this table. Andreas thinks the maximum height can be modeled by the function. This function completes the following table. Okay, the first row already, the second row, the third row, how to find it? So we calculate if H3 is going to be 0.613 times 0.514 divided by 0.613 power 3 minus 1. And the result, if you calculate the result, is 0.43098885, or I would like to round off become 0.431. So here is 0.431. With the same method, you can find H4. If H4, this is 4 minus 1, 3. So the result is 0.361383. Round off becomes 0.361. 0.361. B. Hence, calculate the sum of square residuals, SSRES. To find SSRES or the square residuals, formula is sigma H observed minus H predicted squared. Then substitute the numbers. It is 0.430,988. This is our calculation just now. Minus 0.439. So this number minus this number. Let's calculate. Plus 0.36138 minus 0.377 squared. And if you calculate, the result is 3.08055 times 10 power minus 4, or 3.08 to decimal places 1 times 10 power minus 4. Andrea's friend thinks a better model for H could be found using an exponential least square regression curve. Find the equations of this model. Equation of that model, we can use the formula that Hn equal a b power n minus 1, which a is the initial height, b is the ratio between successive because of the height. So from the table, if you look at the table for n equal 1, h1 equals 0.613. And for n equal 2, h2 equals 0.514. Substitute the formula into here. So h1 equal a b power 0, so it is a. So h1 equal a equal 0.613. So h2 equal a times b power 2 minus 1 power 1, and it's going to be 0.613 B because A equals 0.613. And then we can find B because H2 equal 0.514 according to this information. So B we can find through this equation 0.613. It means divided 0.514 divided by this number 0.613, and the result is 0.838499 out of 0.839. I don't know. I have seen on the marks in this result different. If you have different opinion about the solutions, you can find the others or the different solution based on your opinion. But this is my based on my calculation. So Hn we can writing Hn equals 0.613 times 0.839 to power n. 1, 2. Uses this model to estimate the height from which the ball was originally dropped. Originally dropped, it means h1. If n equal 1, if n equal 1, it means h1. h1 equal 0.613 times 0.839 for 1. And if you calculate, the result is 0.613. That's what. Next question, 13. In 2008, there were no beavers in Scotland as they had become extinct. In 2019, beavers were introduced from Norway. Surveys were carried out in the region of Teesside to monitor the beaver population. It is believed that the population P grows according to a logistic model. This is the logistic model, where T is the number of years after 2008, T greater than or equal 1. A survey in 2017 estimated the populations to be 430. A survey in 2020 estimated the population to be 954. Find the carrying capacity L for the number of beavers in the site according to this model, right? In in 2017, in 2017, L equal 433 and T equal 2017 minus 2008 1 equal 9. And in 2020, L equal 954 while T equal 2020 minus 2008 and it is 12. Right, so substitute into this formula the first formula becomes P equal, oh, not P, I mean, substitute ln becomes L over 1 plus C E power minus 0.28 times 9 equal 433. And we can simplify, rearrange this equation becomes L equal 433 plus 433 C e to the power minus 2.52 because minus 0.28 times 9 is this one, minus 2.52. The second equation, and we substitute t equals 1 and L equals 1, and P equals 1, the population, because it's population, 1 plus CE to the power minus 0.28 times 12 equal 954. And we can rearrange this equation, becomes 954 plus 954 CE to the power minus 0.28 times 12 minus 3.36. L equal L. So this equation equal this equation. It means 954 plus 954 CE to the power minus 3.36 equal 433 CE power minus 2.52. And the next step, 954 CE power minus 3.36 minus 433 CE power minus 2.52 equal 433 minus 954. And if you calculate this, find e power minus 3.36, find e power minus 2.52, we will get this number, 33.13747C minus 34.83901C equal minus 521. And this number minus this number equal minus 1.701573C equal minus 521. So C equal minus 521 divided minus 1.701573 equal 306.1872. After that, substitute this number into L. I will substitute into this equation. So L equal 433 plus 433 times 306.1872 times e to the power minus 2.52. If you calculate, the result is 11,100.261. Round off becomes 11,100. Next question. 14. While playing on beach, Sabine builds a mound of sand. The shape of the cross-section through the center of this mound can be modeled by this function, where x interval minus 2 to 2, Sabine places a flagpole into this mound at a point P, which is 0.25 meters above the level beach. The pole is perpendicular to the mound of sand at point P. This information is shown in the diagram where the x-axis represents the level beach and the y-axis represents the height above the beach. The scale on the axis is 1 unit equal 1 meter. This is a diagram. Coordinates P are a, 0.25, where a greater than 0. Calculate the value of a. We can determine the value of a. The function is fx equals 0.3 e power minus 2x squared. On this coordinate point, this coordinate point a, comma 0.25. So fa equals 0.3 e power minus 2a squared equals 0.25. 1. So we can arrange becomes minus 2a squared. Okay. Minus, sorry, 0.25 divided by 0.3. So it's going to be like this. Ln E equal 0.25 divided by 0.3 is 0.8 ln 0.833. 0.833 on. So this is 1. So minus 2a squared equal ln 0.8333. That if divided by minus 2, I will divide by minus 2. Divided by minus 2, it equals 0.09116. This is a squared, so it means a square root of 0.09116. The result is 0.30192. Round off becomes 0.302. This is A. Find an expression for derivative of fx. So fx or y equals 0.3 e to power 2x squared minus 2x squared. If the derivative equal 0.3 using the chain rule times dx of e to the power minus 2x squared. This. So it becomes 0.3 times minus 4x, derivative of this expression, and derivative of e is still e power 2x squared. So it means the derivative is minus 4 times 0.3 is minus 1.2 x e to power minus 2x squared. So this is the derivative of fx. Next, C. Hence or otherwise, find the angle of theta the flagpole makes with the level beach. Okay. Look this coordinate point P from here. The derivative is minus 1.2 to x, but I would like to write it in a because we are going to using coordinate point a, e to the power minus 2a squared. This is the gradient at a point M or gradient at point A. At point A. So at a point A, f derivative A is 0.302. The result is 1 minus 1, 2 times 0.302 e power minus 2 times 0.302 squared. And we calculate, the result is minus 1.2 e power. I mean, we calculate this becomes minus 0.182321. And after that, calculate minus 1.2 times 0.302 times e power minus 0.182, so on. And the result is minus 0.30198. Round off becomes minus 0.302. So the gradient of flagpole, equal minus 1 over FA, or minus 1 over minus 0.302. And the result is 3.312047. Round off becomes 3.31. Tangent theta, it means equal because gradient is tangent, 1. So we can determine theta equal arctangent of 3.31, and it is 73.19946, or 73.2 degrees. Next question. 15. A metal ring of width W is made by first cutting a circular disc and then cutting a circular hole exactly in the center of this disc. This is shown in the diagram, A machine produces many of these rings each day. The diameters of the disc are normally distributed with mean 30 centimeters and standard deviation 0.8 centimeters. So mu is 30 centimeters, and at the standard deviation sigma equals 0.8 centimeters. Find the distributions of the radii of the disk. Mu d equal 30 centimeters according to the information, and then the standard deviation d is 0.8 centimeters, and the mean of radius mu r equal mu d divided by 2, it is 15 centimeters. And the standard deviation, the deviations of radius, the standard deviation already is standard deviation of d divided by 2 equal 0.4 centimeters. So we can state that the distributions of the radii equal 15,0.4. This one. B. The radii of the holes are normally distributed with mean 12 centimeters and standard deviation 0.25 centimeters. Mu and this is sigma. Calculate the probability that the width of randomly chosen rings is less than 2.5 centimeters. So we are going to find the probability of one less than 2.5 centimeters. The radius of the disk RD, the normal distribution is 15, 0.4, and then the radius of the hole or RH distribution is 12 equals 0.251. So the width of the ring we can determine through this formula, W equal RD minus RH. Mean of the width, mean of the width, mu D equal mu RD minus mu RH equal 15 minus 12, and it is 3 centimeters. So EW or mu W equal 3. And the variance equal variance of RD plus the variance of RH. I need to scroll down first. So the variance equal 0.4 squared, 0.25 squared. It is 0.2225. So we can determine the standard deviation square root 0.2225. It is 0.471699, round off 0.472. Now we will find the probability W less than 2.5. Firstly, the standardize of the value using the C score, Z minus EW or expectation W times the standard deviation times divided by standard deviation times W equal this is standard deviations of W, I mean, not times 0.47, this one. This is the standard deviations of W. And if you calculate, the result is minus 1.0599. This is minus 1.061. And the cumulative probability corresponding to Z, corresponding to C equal minus 1.06 is 0.1446. You can determine this number by calculator or by C table. Next question. As part of his mathematics exploration, Julius models the shape of part of a wine glass to find the capacitive volume of the glass. He finds that the edge of half the glass can be modeled by the function, this function. A graph of y equal fx is shown with a scale 1 unit equal 1 centimeters. So this is the graph of this function. Find the y-intercept. Y-intercept we can determine if we set x equal 0. If x equals 0, so we can write in f0 equal 4 minus 2 ln 5 minus 0 equal 4 minus 2 ln 5. And if you calculate, the result is 0.78112. Round off becomes 0.781. Question B. The point 4.98, 11.8 represent a point at the top of the glass. Let R be the region enclosed by the graph of F, the y-axis, and the line y equal 11.8. Just finds the capacity by rotating the region R 360 about the y-axis. Calculate the capacity of the glass that Julius obtains. We will use using integral to calculate the volume. Pi times pi from 0.781 because of this one. If you look the graph, this is 0.781, this one, and until here, this is 11.8. Yeah, 11.8. So the volume when it's rotating to y-axis. This is 11.8 x squared dy. But firstly, we need to find x first from this function 4 minus 2 ln 5 minus x. So minus 2 ln 5 minus x equal y minus 4. Ln 5 minus x equal minus 1/2 plus y minus 4. And then 5 minus x equal e power minus 1/2 y that's 4. So x equal 5 minus e to power minus 1/2 y minus 4. This is x. It means volume equal integral 0.781 to 11.8 of function 5 minus e power minus 1/2 y 4 squared dy. Volume equal let's continue to find the integral of that function, the integral first. The integral of that function is 25y plus 20e power minus 1/2 y plus 2 minus e to power minus y plus 4. And after that, substitute 11.8 and 0.781 into this expression. So volume equal, just substitute pi times 25 11.8 plus 20 e to the power minus 1 half times 11.8 plus 2 minus e to the power minus 11.8 plus 4 minus here 25 times 0.781 plus 20 e power minus 1 half 0.781 plus 2 minus e to the power minus 0.781 plus 4. And if you calculate, then the next calculation becomes pi times 295 plus 0.40438 minus 0.00041 minus 19.525 plus 100.0062 minus 25.0031. If you continue to calculate, it is pi times 200 point 200.8768328. And calculate with 3.14 becomes 630.75166. Round off becomes 631. Next question. The fish in a lake feed on insect. Let F be the population of fish and L be the populations of insect at time t on weeks. The population can be modeled using the coupled differential equation. This differential equation, this one and this one, where F greater than 0 and L greater than 0. When t equals 0, it is estimated that F equals 5,000 and L equals 80,000. For the interval 0 to 52, use Euler's method with a step length h equals 4. The step length h equals 4 to find an approximate value for the maximum value of F, the minimum value of L. So we will be using the formula based on Euler's method, Fn plus 1 equal Fn plus 4 times 0.00004 times Fn ln minus 0.2 Fn this. And for L, n plus 1, ln plus 4 times 0.06 ln minus 0.00003 Fn ln. What? Now, when n equals 0, when n equals 0, f0 plus 1 equal f0 plus 4, 0.00004 times f0 L0 minus 0.2 f0. And it is f1. And according to the information, I will create table here. Okay. This is T, this is F, and this is L, right? When T equals 0, according to the information that F equal 5,000 and L equal 80,000. Okay. And the next step is 4, according to the information, the 4 step. Next, F1 equal F0 is 5,000 plus 4 times 0.000004 times 5,000 times 80,000 minus 0.2 times 5,000. And if you calculate, the result is 7,400. So writing here 7,400. Now, L0 plus 1 equal L0 plus 4 times 0.06 L0, 0.00003 F0, L0. So L1 equal L0 is 80,000 plus 4 times 0.06 times 80,000 and 0.00003 times 5,000 times 80,000. And the result is, what I'm writing here, the result is 51,200. So writing here 51,200. The next step is 8 after 8, 12 after 12, 16 after 16, 20. Right. When n equal 1, when n equal 1, so f1 plus 1 or f2. So it is f1 plus 4 times 0.000004 f1 L1 minus 0.2 f1, and it is 7,400 plus 4 times 0.00004 times f1 7,400 times L1 51,200, 0.2 times 7,400. And if you calculate, the result is 7,542. Oh, 7,442.8 actually, but it comes like this. So writing here, 7,542. Next. About L1 plus 1. It is L1 plus 4 times 0.06 L1 minus 0.00003 F1 L1. And if you calculate with the procedure like this, the result is 18,022. So writing here 18,022. Next, 12. For 1, 2, 3, 4. When n equal equal 2. Okay. When n equal 2, so f2 plus 1. It is f2 plus 4 times 0.000004 f2L2 minus 0.2 f2. And if you calculate, the result is 3,683. That is for F. And L2 plus 1 for L2 plus 4 times 0.06 L2 minus 0.00003 F2 L2. And the result is 6,037. So you can complete the table on this row is 3,683, 6,037. This is 1,092, 4,817, and 303. This one 5,342. Look that the populations of fish decrease. Yeah. So the maximum value of f equal, if you look f1, this is the maximum value 7,542, and L maximum the minimum value, and you can determine here, so we can write in here, or the maximum value of f and L. 7 at t equal 8. And the minimum value, of L occurs at t equals 16 and L equals 4,817 p. State what will happen to the number of fish in the lake as predicted by the model. The fish population, the fish die out, and the population decreasing becomes 0. 2. Suggest a reason why this prediction may not occur. Because Euler's method is only an approximation. The other factors might change the model over time.